Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here or you've not seen my face before, I'm Verity. I am the owner of Pretty Little Button. I run my blog and YouTube channel here. I'm on screen today because one of my aims for this year was to get on screen a little bit more so you become familiar with who I am, but also I just really wanted to introduce this video to you. So recently I went over to France. My parents live over in France and I've not really been able to get over there for the last 2 years because of obviously what's going on. Luckily they've visited me, but actually getting to France has been a bit more of a challenge. So luckily I went over to France recently for some personal reasons, but whilst I was there I also got to go in one of their shops called Action. So if you've not heard of Action, it is a sort of multi-use store. In there they have a small section where there are some craft related things. Where you can see Action in Europe, I'm not absolutely sure. I know it's in France and there may be some other shops across Europe, but we don't have that shop here in England. So whilst I was there, I picked up quite a lot of crafty items, and today I'm just showing you what I picked up and roughly how much it cost in comparison to what you can pick up sometimes here in the UK with some of our stores. I am going to do this in a couple of videos, so I will do today the video of unboxing what I actually picked up and what items they were and why I decided to get them. And then I'm going to do at least another video, maybe two, depending on how long they are, on actually testing these products out, trying them out and let you know what I think of them. This video is no way means by saying you need to go out and get these products. This video is just trialling and testing some of the craft products that I found whilst I was over in France. I'm not affiliated to any of these companies. I have no affiliate links to any of these companies, and I won't be linking to any of the products because, to be honest, I don't know where you can buy them. I will let you know the companies that actually make these products, just so that if you are interested, you can Google them and see whether you're able to get them where you are. Some of the products that I got really interested me, and I was really surprised by the results, and it really interested me. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I release the videos showing me trying out these products. There are some really interesting and fun results. So I spent about €37 in Action getting all of this items. That with my exchange rate and the fee with my bank, it works out about £35 worth of product. Some of it's not necessarily for paper crafting, because I also like to do a bit of painting and acrylic painting, so I did get some paintbrushes as well from there. So I'll start off with these, which are some coloured pencil sets. So these come in a lovely tin for storage. You can take them out obviously if you want to. 18 coloured pencils. They also are supposed to be suitable for watercolour effects, so it will be really interesting to test these out. So I opened one of them already just to have a bit of a look at them, and as you can see, so these are the blues and the pinks. They are also ergonomic in shape, so they've got like a triangle shape to the pencil so that you can hold onto them. They're all quite nicely sharpened. They do have a number on them, which also corresponds to the number on here. So they've got a numbering system with the actual colours as well. As I said, these are supposed to be also suitable for watercolours, so you just use it with water or you can use it with dry. So it'll be really interesting to try these out. There were 4 different tins, so you got 4 different kind of sets of colours. So we've got oranges and browns here. We then got some greens, some teals, and this does include a black as well as some greys. And then the last one is a selection of pinks and reds, and you also get a white in there. So I shall just have a bit of a play about with them later on in the video just to show you what they are like. So each of those cost €9 for these. So that was not very good at the conversion rate of euros to pounds, about £2 or so for each of these tins. So another set that I picked up whilst I was there were these metallic watercolour paints. These come in a sort of set of 6 different colours. They include the watercolour pans and also a brush within it as well. So if I just open this up so we can take a look at it. So they're all, just to note, they're all by a company called Deco Time, which I don't know if I've been able to get anywhere in England before. So they all come in these pans, but they aren't in any casing or anything like that. This is cardboard, it's foiled cardboard, so I would probably take, if these were quite nice and I really like them, I'd probably take them out of here and then keep them in another container, because water getting on this cardboard eventually is going to be a bit of a pain. Then obviously there is a watercolour brush here, which looks quite nice. Standard, doesn't necessarily look cheap. It'll be interesting to how well that actually colours. So this is the purple selection, as I said. So let me just have a look. Do they have the names on them? So when you lift the pan up, there is no name on the actual pan as to the name of the colour. The name of the colour, if I put this back in, you can see is actually on here. So we've got a cherry pink, a rose red, an azalea pink, a peach, a lavender and a pale lilac. And I really loved the look of these colours for metallics. I thought they'd be really interesting. I was very drawn to that lavender, which to me seems more of a sort of an ultraviolet rather than a lavender. Lavender's more personally that colour. So yeah, so these will be really interesting to see, especially how they work on dark coloured cardstock. Obviously when you're using dark coloured cardstock that isn't watercolour card stock, you need to just be quite sparse with the amount of liquid you actually use, because the cardstock will only take so much water. Then there was this selection, which has sort of more of some orange, which I've not seen in a metallic, and then some different colours of sort of greys as well, which I was really attracted to. Obviously the golden yellow got quite a lot of yellows, so that one I wasn't too fussed about. And then I was also really drawn to this beautiful blue and teal set. It is gorgeous. I really love that brilliant blue. And then you've got these beautiful sort of mint, teal, pastel blue colours as well. So I will try and swatch those out and see what those are like as well. So these cost me €1.45 each. They came to a total of €4.35. So we get 6 colours in each. So I've got 18 watercolours there. That was about £4 or so. So that was a really good buy if these work really nicely. I then also picked up some washi tape. These are often, I find them in Action when I go over there, and they have loads and loads of washi tape. I picked up some washi tape because I find this works better than some of the not low tack tape that's used to keep down your dies when die cutting, and who doesn't like a lovely washi tape as well. So if I just open it up just so we can get a little bit of look of it. Some of them have got some words on. For example, this one says today will be a magical, oh no, sorry, today will be amazing. Need to learn how to read. Then we've got another one here that reads, I think it's above, let me have a look, up above the clouds. So you've got lovely pink, lovely blue and a lovely green selection with some metallics and glitter. And then let's read this one. Let's peel it up. This is so awesome, I think that says. So yeah, so these are just, that's the only reason I bought them. I don't really use washi tape in any other reason, but for £3 for 30 pieces of washi tape to use to hold down my die cuts, I thought that was quite a good bargain. Now, as I mentioned, I also brought some items that were not necessarily paper crafting related. I do some acrylic painting as sort of more of my hobby compared to paper crafting, because I do a lot with design teams for paper crafting. So acrylic painting tends to be my kind of hobby when I get a chance to do it. And I picked up some paint brushes. When I was over visiting my mum in France, we did a bit of painting and she had some of these brushes, so I got to try them out and really liked them. They also had a bigger variety of set of round brushes, which I could always use, so that they are really nice. And then I saw these and I absolutely loved the handles and thought, why not? Why not get them? But also I thought, for when I am doing some photographs and I've got paint that I've been using, these would be great for decorative elements as well as actually using them. So I've got a variety, got a bit more of a fan, I've got some edge ones, and then I've got some sort of mop ones. So a variety of different style. These were €1.89 for these 5 brushes, and I really like them. They are synthetic, obviously they're not natural, and depending on what you're wanting to do with them, you might need to look at specific types. I'm not that into the types of brush hairs you need for different types of medium. But they are really, really nice, and for €1.89 I really like them when I try them, so I thought I can't go wrong with them. This one is, so this set is €3.99, so about €4, so you're getting around £4. Again, there's 12 brushes in that, and because I do it as more of a hobby, these are just great to be able to play with. This lovely set, that is a 7-piece brush set. They were €1.99, so about £2 for those. And I have to say, they're very decorative, so that's why I really got drawn to them and wanted them, as opposed to anything else. Now, another thing I brought was this, which I know there is the Misti out, and I absolutely love the Misti. I have 3 Mistis, but this was only €3.99. And I thought I just had to get it just to see what it's like, just to compare. I do love my Misti, and I have a Misti, my large Misti, which has unfortunately snapped at one of the hinges, and I don't know how it happened. I still use it and it still works perfectly fine, but that did happen with my Misti. Having said that, my other 2 Mistis, one of my older Mistis and one of the newer ones, are absolutely fine. But I thought, why not just try this, because sometimes having multiple platforms when you're doing a lot of stamping of layering stamps and you want to bulk stamp a lot of them in one go, this is a great way of having several stamping platforms all lined up to make it a lot quicker. Because it was only €3.99, well, €3.99, so about £4, if it didn't work, it wasn't the end of the world, it wasn't going to break my bank. I have had a look at it already because I was really intrigued to see what the quality was like. Now, I do think you pay for what you get, so I'm not expecting this to be at the same quality as the Misti. There is a film on this which I'm going to remove from the front, so that just protects this from scratches. I'll get rid of that. So this does move a little bit. Already I can tell it's moving this on the top, so there is a little bit of wiggle room, and obviously you don't want wiggle room when you wanted to make sure you stamp correctly, so when you do it, that I have to bear in mind. So I've already got a piece that's chipped off, and I think that's chipped off there, so that's probably why it's loose, because it's chipped there. So you can tell that this is of lower quality because it's not going to hold up as well. When I also looked at these magnets, they are magnetized because I can feel them being pulled. They are different thicknesses, so that is one thing. They're not the same magnet. How well they're going to keep your cardstock in place, that will be interesting. When I compare it to one of the magnets that I get from a Misti, they're much thicker. I feel like that has a stronger pull than that, but that's just, so I probably wouldn't use these magnets. I'd probably use my own Misti magnets in here. You have got a stamping foam to stamp on to give it some resistance when you're stamping. Obviously with your polymer stamps, there is no grid mat on this, so if you do like your grid mats, that is something there isn't on there. You could obviously make your own and put a what do you call it, laminate it on, stick it on, adhere it on. There is a grid mat under here. It's etched in, so that is quite good because you know it's not going to rub off when you're stamping. However, it's black, and I can see it, and you can see it shows up quite well on the camera. It's not so well in person as much, but it is there if you wanted it. But you may want a white background. That depends what you prefer. However, I do like the teal colour to this. That is quite nice, so I do quite like that. So yes, it'll be interesting to see what that stamp's like. As I say, this has got a slight hinge broken here, so that is why I can feel it moving, I think. So just need to bear that in mind. Another pack of pencils I forgot I had here, so similar quality, just these are smaller handles, some smaller sizes as well. So I also got just some baker's twine because they're always useful for tags. This baker's twine cost me, let me just have a look, 59 cents, so 50p for how many meters? 80 meters apparently, so can't go wrong with that really. quality or anything. It's got colour. I mean, obviously you can see there it's a little bit loose, but yeah, looks quite good. And the last item I'm intrigued with, and I don't know, personally I don't think it's going to work so well, but we'll see, was this. It is a heat active pen. It's USB and you draw with it. Now, I haven't got any of the ones that you can draw with or that you use with your digital die cutting machines. I've never done it. I obviously like the look of it and want to try it, but I've just never gone and got it. This, would you believe it, was, let me just find the cost, because it was very, so this was €2.39, so about £2.50, and I thought, well, if it doesn't work, I've not lost a lot of money. If it does work, it's great for me to be able to add a few little foil details when I want to. It does say on the back that you have to use heat reactive foil. Now it does say to use it only works with its own Crafts & Co heat active foil, which they did have some in action with it. They had rainbow, I got silver, I got, it says it's holographic rather than silver, pink, and I got a beautiful blue. If it only works with this foil, and I have other foils so I can try it out just to see, it will be interesting because eventually I will run out of this foil. We do not have an Action in England, so unless they keep stocking it in the Action in France and I can pick it up more often, or I ask my mum to pick it up when she's there, then this will only be useful until my foil runs out. It does come with some gold foil as is. It on here on the foils, it does say for heat active pen, which this is what this is. A hot foil pen. It doesn't really tell you what a hot foil pen is, because is that something that they make or is it something different? Is that one of these hot foil pens on your digital die cutting machines for like your silhouettes and things like that? It also says a glue pen. So I'm hoping this foil, if this doesn't work, I might be able to use that with, say, the bonding powder from Wow, because that is a sticky substance which I would imagine is similar to a glue pen. I do have some glue pens, but I've never really done foiling with them, so it'll be interesting to see. I just loved the colours as well with these, so I was really keen to pick them up. Those foils, just to let you know, each foil was 80 cents, so it's not a direct one-to-one, but about 80 pence. Like, yeah, that's just for 3 meters a roll. That was just an insanely cheap. So if these work with this, brilliant. This is an amazing price and deal. If this doesn't work and this works with the bonding powder, or I will probably try it with some toner as well to see if it works with toner, then that's amazing. Or even my deco gel foil, sorry, my transfer deco gel. Yeah, transfer deco gel from Thermoweb as well, to try it out with that. So I probably won't try all of those out today. I'll probably just try that out to see if it works, and in the future I will try them with the other different mediums to see if these work as well. Okay. So the last items I brought, I mean there was quite a lot there and I could have brought loads more, but I didn't. I had to stop because also I was limited on the amount I could fit in my suitcase to bring home. I only had hand luggage. Were these ink blending tools. They are from Arts and More. They are a Netherlands based company. They come with a tool and they've got 3 different types of pads. So it doesn't have an English version as to what type of pads they are. Let me just have a look on the back if it says 3 types of pads. Again, it doesn't tell you, it says it here. So you've got a foam pad, a coarse pad and a sponge pad. Now to be honest, I wasn't sure what's the difference between the foam and the sponge really as to when you're doing it. I wasn't buying it necessarily for the pads, I was buying it because it's an extra tool. They are, if I look and show you the comparison, they are a bit smaller in size. Let's just open that up and have a look, because it's always handy to have some extra tool holders. Oh, this is plastic as opposed to wood, so it depends, not much difference, but they are quite a lot lighter. so that might be greater when you come into doing ink blending. When I do some ink blending, I usually do 3 colours, but sometimes I have 4 or 5, so having a couple of spare ones is great, but sometimes these are quite expensive to buy. These were, to find where they are, so these were 94 cents each, about €1 each for the pack. So a pack each was €1. For £1, I thought I couldn't go wrong. So we have some of these, which I feel like that could come off quite easily. It does have, so this is a different kind of foam to your normal foam pads, like that you get here. Then we have, oh, this is a, what pad is that meant to be? So I think this is meant to be the foam pad, and that's a sponge pad. Now this is a very, very thick foam. It's a very odd foam. I'm not sure how that will go. I feel like I wouldn't get such a great blend with that, but it'll be interesting to see and try them out. And then you also have a coarse pad. So this coarse pad actually looks a bit more like a felt pad. It's black, so I probably wouldn't do alcohol inks with it because you won't be able to really see the colours that you've got and where you put them, to be honest. That would be better if it was in white. But I shall try them out and see what they're like. But as I said, the main reason I brought them was because I wanted some more tools to use with these. They work quite well. I am taking off, let's put that back, and this is a white pigment ink one, so I'm getting pigment ink all over my fingers. But yeah, they were really, really cheap. Again, I said £1 for each pack. Just for that, let alone £1 is brilliant. So we shall try these out, and if these don't work, I can use the other sponges that I buy for my other tools anyway, and those ones I can then just use on there as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, taking a look at all of those products that I picked up whilst I was over in France in the shop called Action. As I mentioned, I have no affiliate links, I have no links to any of these companies. I bought all of these products with my own money, and I've spent my own time making this video. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel, as I'm going to bring out a couple more videos showing me testing these products out, and there are some really interesting results. I can't wait for you to see them. Stay tuned. Until next time, happy crafting!